Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth, random runs, 10 wins in a row. We're gonna just get through that, keeper threshold here. Pick up a little Maggie run. Starts a little slow, but we had Eden's Blessing. LGMP C9 8S. Eden's Blessing, let me get that off the screen. Eden's Blessing on the last run has gifted us Tech Point 5 on this run, which is disgustingly out of control powerful. I've never been happier. Well, that's not true. Occasionally you'll like Eden's Blessing into a Mega, but this is almost as good as Eden's Blessing. Eden's Blessing? Getting Eden's Blessed into a run of that level of magnitude and power. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I'm over the moon. Ecstatic, enraptured, enthralled. And oh, look at that. It's Dark Bomb right off the bat as well. We might as well explore everything, because honestly, this run does not have much chance of taking forever unless we get a couple of full run rerolls, as we almost did on the last run. Rerolled our whole run once and had a couple of forget-me-now-ish type situations as well. This is a long floor for a first floor that doesn't have an XL appended to it, but we might as well continue to look. And we're looking for maybe secret rooms, and probably that's about it at this point. And actually, this is one of those awkward situations in which a secret room is surprisingly difficult. Oh, we found it early. Surprisingly ambiguous, shall we say. And actually, we could easily get something of value from our shop, but I don't really want to. I want to ride it out and see if we can get an arcade on the next floor and actually take advantage of Yumhard for the first time in 100 years. Ooh, I forgot about Dark Bum. Even though we just got it, I totally forgot about the fact that we can get Spirit Hearts out of it, which of course will be huge if we can get an arcade. Not that Blood Bag or IV Bag are, huge indicators of chances for success, but let's get down here right now. Not as anybody but Samson anyway. Tomo, you want to escape, buddy? Give us a little vignette. Oh, Tomo tries to stay in the halfway period between the door there. You didn't want Stranger Things, man? Should I stay or should I go now? Okay, we are in this. If we play our cards right, this could be the most sensitive part of this entire run. Because we are in a period where we don't have Deal with the Devil protection. So, ooh, that's important. One little slip up could cost us here. But the fact that we picked up a Spirit Heart early to stem the tide when it comes to that is really, really good. Maybe actually gives us a good reason to go into our curse room, although I'm not going to do that just yet. Obviously, Tech X combined with Guppy goes together really well. Unfortunately, I took a little bit of damage by being an idiot regardless. Goes together like hot sauce and ginger ale. I know that sounds ridiculous. I did hear, that's not just a random one. I heard it on Reddit. I haven't tried it for myself. People, I find, oh my god, you're gonna give me the wafer too. I find people are so needlessly skeptical sometimes. They're skeptical of things that they have no reason to be skeptical of. If they say something that aligns with their worldview 100%, they buy it hook, line, and sinker. Oh my god, we probably cost ourselves the Deal with the Devil. Embarrassingly enough. Try this Joker card? Okay, it is a Joker card. Lucky us. And I don't mean to, be misanthropic, but, you tell people, something that aligns with the way that they see the world, they believe it 100%, don't even require evidence. They see a comment on the internet where some dude's like, I put a 1 drop of Tabasco sauce into a glass of ginger ale and it really brings out the ginger notes. They go, what are you talking about? Are you trying to troll me? Are you trying to troll me right now? I won't fall for that. I was bored at night, but it wasn't last night, mister. You gotta be... We'll take Mom's heels, of course. You gotta be way more wary of just believing information, sight unseen. Oh, God, that sucks. Sight unseen that, you agree with than you do, being trolled by these little things on the internet. I made somebody drink a glass of ginger ale with a drop of hot sauce in it. Big deal, right? People were, justifiably skeptical, I suppose, that there was, a little bit of a trolling attempt there. But then apparently some people tried it, and they were like, this is good. It's actually good. So... I'm not saying, maybe do some research to indicate or see if it causes some kind of chemical reaction, produces, argon gas or something like that. But assuming it doesn't, might be a little something you could try in your next glass of ginger ale. Put a little bit of hot sauce in there. Just a little dab will do you. A little drop will do you, honestly. And you report back to me. You let me know how it is. I already had some people, You know, after an NLSS like a year ago in which I brought this up. They were like, I tried it, I was skeptical, but honestly, it turned out pretty good. Not sure if I would do it again. It's always, it was in a thread that was like, you know, you always hear about people eating like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. What are your weird food combinations? I don't know if I really have weird food combinations myself. I've never had a peanut butter and pickle sandwich. I love pickles. I love peanut butter. Maybe they go together real well. Sometimes I'll put like a potato chip on a sandwich, or like a few potato chips on a sandwich. Gives it a nice crunch. Odd mushroom lets us spam shots a little easier, but it's not necessarily like entirely good. But it's certainly not entirely bad either. Wait, we don't have Deal with the Devil precedent either. Oh, you know what? This could be a Mega Satan run then. That adds a little bit of excitement. We'll see if we can get the angel statues to show up. So basically what that means is that I should probably just make sure I have a bomb every time I go into a boss fight. Even if it makes it so we can't open a tinted rock. That could give a small rock or something like that. Occasionally Kate will be like, it's super weird. You'll put like, you know, some potato chips on a sandwich. But I know it's not weird. It's not, it may be slightly unusual, but not that weird. If you haven't tried it, I'd really recommend it. You know, if you like a nice lettuce for a crunch, throw some potato chips on there. And I'm not gonna be pretending to be a nutritionist here or something like that, but if you go, oh, that's unhealthy. That's extremely unhealthy. You're already having a sandwich, you know, 2 slices of bread in there. We're gonna talk about, you know, carbohydrate usage. Well, it's like 5 potato chips in terms of calorie. You don't need a lot of potato chips to get a crunch here. You're not putting a whole handful on, you're just putting a few. Take a luck upgrade. Similarly, you know, if you're worried about losing out on the minuscule phytonutrients from like a single leaf of lettuce or something like that, I got a rude awakening for you. Please. I'll take Sin Robes. Emperor is actually really good for boss rush avoidance. I'll take a syringe, and we actually got one. The virus is really solid as well. I mean, you don't need me to do a play-by-play on this run, probably. The only thing that's wrong with this run right now is that our damage is not incredible. Apart from that, it's really, really, really strong. Tech X by itself is not quite a game winner. You really do need damage to work with it, but it's extremely close to enabling a win by itself. Playing it a little cautious. Oh, that was really bad. On shops, I don't really want to pick up, like, Mom's Coin Purse, or I think we had, like, Tear Detonator on the last one. Doesn't really interest me that much. Does require a little bit of a shift in the way you play the game as well when you use Tech X. Normally you want to charge just the bare minimum instead of charging the maximum. You want to charge the bare minimum so you can spam in as many shots as possible. 4 bombs, let's do this. Deal with the Angel, ideally with some damage attached to it, and I would be thrilled to have that. We do have the Wafer as well, so like, we effectively, for now, we don't have twice as much HP as it looks like we have. But once we get down to the womb, our HP effectively doubles, even if that would take us past the cap. I'm trying to think of what else I eat that's, like, strange. I do like eating Knackebrot. We're definitely going to take these, despite the fact that it doesn't play into our deal with the Angel Dream. Both of these are valuable for me right now. The damage in particular, but of course, you know, HP is not very precious for us right now, so getting a beat on the Guppy transformation is lovely as well. If you don't know what Knackebrot is, it's, my pronunciation might still be bad, but I know it's gotten better, because I got Twitter videos from people. Knackebrot! And I was okay. I can't make some of the European phonemes you guys can, or at least I need more practice, but I'll do my best. They sell it at IKEA. It's an unleavened, crisp bread. It's kind of similar to, like, a cracker, but it's made out of, you know, rye flour a lot of the time. It's kind of delicious. It's not really a bread as we think about it. It's not soft. It's extremely crispy. It's good though, you know, nice little bit of cheese on it, or sometimes you can just have it like a little bit of mustard. It's a little weird, but it's not as weird as having like a peanut butter and pickle sandwich, I'll tell you that much. But maybe I'm the one missing out there. It's just, I love pickles, but I don't love the idea. It's not a sweet and savory thing. It's like, I don't want to be biting into a sandwich and getting like a big spear of pickle flesh. You know what I mean? We've all been there, and I don't mean on vacation. So we have scatter bombs with no other bomb synergies. Can be okay, at least. Can be in conception, of course, is lovely. Especially if we can actually get a freaking blood bank for the first time in our adult lives. But we'll try to see if we can finagle that into existence. You might have a payout. You did not have a payout. That's okay. I'd say, like, quality of life items that I'm interested in here, I would not mind picking up mapping. I would not mind, obviously, getting more guppy items or anything that allows us to spawn, you know, high damage tiers, including flies. So those would be high on the list. BFFs, maybe, probably take Spider Mod. It's okay. Our Emperor card is, you know, Boss Rush. Boss Rush? That's right. I don't know why I wanted to say Boss Rosh. Maybe it's like a Bob Ross thing or something. Or maybe I'm, you know, my brain is subconsciously telling me to get back into Dota 2. Boss Rosh, boys! Well, it was worth it. We're back to 21 cents despite buying Spider Mod. The Spider Mod is a quality of life item. What is a quality of life item? I just freaking said Spider Mod's a quality of life item. Oh, you're asking for the definition. What a hilarious misunderstanding. It's an item that doesn't necessarily, it's not pivotal to whether we win or lose, but it does improve our odds or improve the experience of being on the run as well. So it just makes your quality of life better. Instead of, you know, being explicitly required. I can't believe that's not a secret room. Like, if this... Well, I was going to say if this curse room contained the mind, that would be amazing, but that's not possible. Is that really... I know we checked, and it should be obvious that that's not a secret room, but I don't believe it. Okay, did you see how close the explosion was? It was, like, right next to it. The fact that that didn't find it boggles my mind. I'll survive, I'll live. A little annoyed, though. One guppy item, that's all I ask. Still get Guppy's head in the stone chest? Oh, we didn't need to place a bomb. Lucky Toe. Well, Lucky Toe's okay. We got Retrovision as well. Alright, well, leaving the caves 2 at 10 minutes. This is, I mean, I'm a little peeved that we didn't get the blood bank as usual, and now knowing us, on the next floor we'll get, or on the next even numbered floor we'll get an arcade, but it'll just have like a key bagger and a bed in it. But we also didn't get a deal with the devil, so this floor we just kind of like stayed in exactly the same, you know, holding pattern here. And then next floor we've got that better deal with the devil chance, and hopefully on the next even numbered floor we can actually find a blood bank and get some more money out of it. Golden keys are good. We do have Guppy's tail. Valuable red chest would be nice. I also want the blood bank so we can actually... Really good time for a demon heart to spawn from the virus, by the way. But I want a blood bank so we can get into those mob trap rooms. Like, it's a bummer that we had to leave something behind. And it might not have been amazing. It could have been 3 regular chests that gave us, you know, money we don't even need right now. But, you know, there's always the chance that they contain red chests in particular, or stone chests, both of which contain really, really valuable items in some situations. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. You're smart people. I don't mean this to be offensive. I have no idea whether or not you're smart when it comes to other things, but you're probably pretty savvy when it comes to Isaac. That's not to say you're not intelligent. Many of the people watching this more educated than I am. PhDs, masters in progress, educated highly in one field that's maybe a little bit non-traditional from an academic sense, but still, you've reached the level of a master in that, and I can't step to that. All I'm saying is that I can't know that with 100% certainty. You could just play the videos in the background because your dog likes listening to my voice or something like that. Also a possibility. In which case, I'm talking to like an army of dogs, which is sweet. Hopefully my Manchurian candidate-esque neural programming has worked on you guys. Please rise up. Now is the time for my dog army to take back the world from its malicious owners. Not a secret room. I don't even know, like, if I should take Crack the Sky. I take it mostly because of the fact that Yum Heart is not very good, especially when we've got a bunch of Spirit Hearts backing ourselves up, so, seems more sensible to me to try to take something like this, and, you know, maybe we can get some sweet wombo combos going on bosses, but, neither of these spacebar items particularly interest me. Nun's Habit, though, pretty good. I think we'll buy this as well. We might as well buy the key. I think we should buy Battery Baby. And I'll donate 1 cent just to placate my my conscience. More red hearts would be good, too. Like, if we could just get... Maybe... I mean, Gimpy is kind of like the classic Dark Bum combination. That would probably give us the win, especially considering we got the Wafer along with it. If we don't already have the win... I imagine that would tip it enough in our favor to change that. Well, that's why Crack the Sky is sometimes more valuable than I give it credit for. We get a second Guppy item in the form of Guppy's Hairball, and we're piecing together our own peanut butter and pickle sandwich here. That sounds like something that Dan would eat. But he wouldn't tell us about it. You know what? I think if you toasted a peanut butter and pickle sandwich, you could get me to eat it. Something about toasted bread plus like a nice thinly sliced dill pickle. It just tickles the senses. Well, at least we have a payout here in the form of a blood bank thanks to that temperance card. So we're going to pick up a bunch of money. That's fine. I'd like you to have that. Thank you for the spirit heart. Now we're going to go into our boss trap room, and if this gives us our last Guppy item, I will feel like completely vindicated in my search for blood banks, despite the fact that you'd think, you know, you don't need HP and you don't need IV bag. I mean, at the very least, we got 4 spirit hearts, and we got our last Guppy item, so you know what? Suck on that shit. Suck on that shit. Not you guys. You're all very Isaac-savvy people who probably saw this coming. Suck on that shit, troll engine. Yes. Suck on that troll engine, which gave me like a super overpowered Eden's Blessing item, and then, you know, the items I needed to succeed extremely easily over the rest of the game. I really showed you. It's a unbelievably easy win at this point. Ideally, at least. We're kind of hoping for, maybe a Hive Mind pickup. I don't know why that was to the tune of, like, take me away. It's, don't sing. Alright, we've recovered almost all of the HP that we, used in the first place here to get 9 lives, and the more the merrier in that department. Ooh, it's good. Unicorn stump, that is. It's good, but it's not that good. I kind of feel the same about $3 bill. Dead onion is not needed here. Fruitcake is $3 bill as far as I'm concerned. Little haunt is just okay. And we finish it off with flush. So we definitely should have gone with, well, either something passive like Little Haunt or bitten the bullet and taken Unicorn Stump. Well, Guppy's tail, like, really punished us there. Not an amazing haul. Secret room? Okay. All is forgiven. As long as we're able to get into this last shop, you know, it's a great opportunity to donate, if not buy anything. We also got a little bit of Cambion Conception action. Oh, we did get Hive Mind. So good. We got a little Cambion Conception action thanks to that Temperance card earlier as well. So, really, we're rolling here. Like, this should not be a problematic finish to this run, especially considering we got the wafer, we got an overpowered spacebar item for some bosses as long as the shots actually hit. Nicest thing we can do for our future here is just make sure that we're continuing to donate to our donation machine, and got a nice little play there. We got Balls of Steel, we'll get a key. I don't really want to... Actually, you know what? The stopwatch is actually worth buying now in this very unique subset of situations where... wow, we didn't get hit. Where we already have everything else that we could possibly need, and our donation machine is completely tapped out. Because it does give us the opportunity to fight the Hush, and make that Hush fight, the barrier to entry for it, a little bit lower. So, I'm happy with that. And we already have the Guppy, like, requirements solved for this Hush fight. I still may not do it, just because... sometimes it's still not fun, but we'll see. Polaroid... And then here we get the Soul, Mom's Contact, the D8, and 99 bombs. Dude, these are all pretty powerful. If that was the Mind, I'd be all over it. But I think here we go Mom's Contacts. And to be honest with you, I think we do Boss Rush. You know, we've got Battery Baby, Hive Mind, Guppy, and just like a ridiculous amount of damage here. So I really feel like we should probably just steamroll whatever enemies come to pass here. And beyond that, we're gonna get another item for finishing this. So this is not like a completely selfless like entertainment decision that I'm doing for no reason other than to be a nice guy. You know, this is actually, I think, the right choice for making a powerful run even more powerful. So I'm trying to freeze enemies before the Crack the Sky actually lands, thinking, I guess, futilely that's going to lead to those enemies taking more damage. Does not appear to be the case so far. They've just got to get hit by the beam, and then it actually, you know, has a tendency to happen, but doesn't always come to fruition the way I would like. This is going to be a really quick boss rush, though. Freeze, please. Freeze. Doesn't need to freeze. Well, I'm still hoping for some form of mapping, but apart from that, maybe like a game-winning trinket, you know? Like a curved horn or something like that. I'm not really gonna stress out about it considering how quick boss rush is here, but that and like maybe sad bombs, even though I had to pass on pyro. Pyro was like my second choice there. The soul, considering we were already stacked on HP, I don't think is that valuable, although it is another thing that makes the hush fight a little easier, I guess. And what was the other one? D8? D8 is also such a tempting item because you can just reroll your stats until you get exactly the permutation you want. Or if not exactly, like approximately the permutation you want. I think that, you know, Sinvicta and I have talked about that, and we both think, although I'm not necessarily the person to ask, I think that that's one of the more underrated items by casual players and, you know, intermediate level players. They look at the D8, they go, I'll reroll my stats once, then I'll take, like, you know, Shoop-de-Whoop with me. But it basically, it's a little bit like the D100. You can't guarantee yourself whatever items you want, but you will eventually get, you know, an array of stats that is very compelling. Gives you a much better chance of winning the run. So why don't you ever take it? Look, do as I say, not as I do, okay? Okay, well, we got a Spirit Heart that we don't need. We can get, like, permanent Polaroid invincibility along with Abaddon or something. I don't know. At this point, it's just whatever we get, I'm going to be happy to have. Because the game has allowed us to ball out of control ridiculously so. We probably should use Crack the Sky a little bit more frequently, considering how often, you know, we're getting battery charges, or just how often we're not actually getting any value out of it before we would have gotten another charge regardless, but excuse me. It feels like a little bit of a waste, right? Because we're, it's so unnecessary. Like, we kill other enemies so quickly. Why would we use Crack the Sky? Especially because Crack the Sky can actually miss, but ooh, this would be a great time for a Cricket's Head. Or just a lot of money that, you know, maybe on a hush fight all of a sudden becomes appropriate. I don't know. Don't let me take that half heart, please. Did we get... No, we didn't get a deal with the devil on the last floor. So, really, this is like the ultimate everything's coming on Millhouse here. Because we, you know, it's like getting 100 on the exam. And then you realize that there's a bonus mark section at the end. That's worth like 15%. Right, well, you know what? You get perfect on that, too. All of a sudden, we got ourselves set up real nicely for a perfect exam, more or less. We have a lot of advantages that are theoretical, potential advantages for our future. We got a lot of advantages that have already manifested themselves, obviously, with some of the more overpowered items and item combinations in the game so far. Also, I think Lucky Toe is being a little underrated as well. Like, it's given us a nice luck upgrade as well. Can't go wrong on this one. It's given us a nice, or it helped us get a nice amount of consumable droppings. Probably not, strictly speaking, the nicest way to phrase that. Money equals power would be a big pickup as well, considering we're getting like 5 cents per room. And I'm going to start leaving pennies behind. So where do we use the Emperor? That's usually, typically a cathedral play. Might use it on the womb too, just to get to the hush fight faster. But we can make it holistically as well, or organically as well. I think we were better off with 1 HP. With the Wafer and, you know, Dark Bomb. How does this work? Okay, that's lovely. Let's do it. White Pony is like almost a strictly better version of Crack the Sky, but I'm not going to take it because I can already fly. Similarly, I'm kind of interested in Krampus's head, but Crack the Sky seems like it's maybe doing a better job anyway. Alright, so our deal with the devil kind of sucked. Lump of Coal would have been a lot better. But let's Emperor card and get this whole, you know, process on the go as quickly as possible here. Maybe we can get some cool tier effects. Like, if we get homing tiers, that'll make these, like, weird starbursts look even weirder, I think. Like, they could sort of morph and warp as the shots come in. With 52 cents, 9 keys, we're not really concerned about... well, let's see how this looks. We're not really concerned about, you know, not getting something down here. So that doesn't do anything at all. At least we got our key back. This is bad. We'll take the sack of pennies, because Butterbean is maybe one of the worst spacebar items in the game. Definitely take 2020 over Quad Shot. That's an easy choice. Quad Shot probably would have been fine by itself, but 2020 over Quad Shot is a no-brainer. Buy a key, buy a pill. Health up is kind of bad. I don't really want to convert our HP, so let's just go, well, do the boss fight, I suppose. Now, it's a good time to maybe bring up, if you find yourself feeling lightheaded, you can turn away from the screen. There's going to be a lot of flashy lights here. I'll do my best to narrate for you with described video. Don't allow yourself to be at a higher risk for an epileptic seizure as a result of watching this weird-ass Isaac run. I am just going to be tapping the right arrow key and releasing it in a semi-rhythmic fashion, because that is the secret for us when it comes to how to win here. Hopefully Battery Baby can give me some more charges, because if we get this guy frozen, I think we could, like, bypass his armor by just using Crack the Sky. I guess we can just get hit a lot as well, although that's not my, you know, the soundest and safest defensive strategy for progress. Is there any... Well, I mean, obviously there's a way for us to get Mega Satan, but I think the odds of it are, like, exceptionally low. Oh, that's good. It doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would, but it's still... I'm still for it. Just sneak through there. 49 damage per tick seems lower than I would expect. I guess I haven't been looking with Spider-Man to see how much damage we're doing to enemies normally, but we might be doing actually 49 damage per tick times like 10 ticks a second or something. There we go. Hopefully the last time we have to deal with this guy right now. I think it was worth it to get like 2020 and weird-ass tiers. Like, I'm pretty for the array of items we got down here, but it could have been cooler as well. Like, I was really hoping maybe we'd have a chance at least a small rock from one of those item rooms. If not a small rock, you know, maybe some kind of magic mush or, you know, damage upgrade of some sort. We lost a Spirit Heart and a half, though, and some keys. Not a big deal. Let's head up to the cathedral. Now, knowing my... I'm not saying bad luck, knowing my ironic luck at some times in the Isaac series, I almost guarantee... In fact, I'm going to say that this gets the CNN guarantee right now that we are going to get... Oh, we got Succubus. We're going to get mapping on the chest. I'm telling you with 100% certainty. Mathematically, I don't have a good reason for this, but I don't need a good reason for it because I know in my heart that it's true. And if you question that, why do you have to try to rob the world of magic? It doesn't matter, because there's going to be a map compass, some kind of trinket or something that gives us mapping down there. I'll take what I can get. I think we should go to our cursed room because effectively we are mostly unkillable. You might as well take that. Spirit Heart is the same as anything else. We might be able to get a Cambion Conception play here if we get lucky enough, and, you know, another Incubus or something like that would be ridiculously good. Dark Bum's already paying out like crazy. Death card. Shouldn't have moved. I was in, like, the perfect location. By my math, we have approximately 100 fuck trillion plays of this Demon Judgment before we enter an area in which we're actually concerned for our HP. Two of diamonds. That takes us to 99 cents, so a money equals power / Midas touch sort of situation becomes that much more excellent. We'll take one of these, as we can. He gave us a Spirit Heart back anyway. In theory, I suppose, like, we could go infinite on this Demon Judgment. We got a second Succubus. That's so good. Okay, take the Death card. Assuming that the damage from the Succubus, and maybe from the Succubus multiplier, stacks, I'm in love. It's a great situation. I don't really want to open that many golden chests, because we could just get ones on the chest that'll give us a chest. Alright, we're not cracking the sky now. We're cracking this guy. And by this guy, I mean this guy right here. This Isaac guy. I'm calling him right now. If I call all 4 items, you guys have to collectively donate 100,000 American dollars to me in non-sequential, unmarked bills. Unknown, Fart Baby, Mini Mush, The Mind. So far, so good. That's Fart Baby, Unknown, Mini Mush, The Mind. Okay, well, you can just give that to, just go to the bank and say, send this money to Northern Lion. They'll know what to do. I'm very well liked in the banking establishments. They love me. Ipecac actually is a big pickup there, because that is going to give us a nice damage boost. But apart from that, we kind of whiffed on chest items. You know, we got familiars that are not immensely important, but they're not bad either. Rune Bag is nice, but it's almost a little too late. You know, if we get a Yara rune from Rune Bag, what are we going to use it on? Like a single chest that happens? So effectively, Rune Bag is worth like another item. That's our third Steam sale. It's like they're going to have to start paying us to take items. Black Bean. So I think we've seen all three bean items, ridiculously enough. Remote Detonator, not particularly good. Don't really need any more bomb items either. It's like our first room without a chest. And our second room without a chest. But our Burkano rune is nice nonetheless. Well, it looks like we're going to get to 11 wins. 11 wins, you got to put yourself in my shoes a little bit. Every time Sinvicta plays an Isaac run and wins, he leaves a message in the Skype group. Oh, 81 wins in a row. So it's like, it's demoralizing, dude. First off, one Isaac win isn't worth anything. So I don't know what he's doing with this, you know, every time he wins, posting a status update. The unit of measurement for a streak is 5 wins. Every 5 wins, I'll take an update. I'll say congratulations. Well deserved. But not every win. That's ridiculous. You know, you don't get a gold star for every question you get right. You get a gold star for every letter grade. At least in my school of hard knocks. So, you know, to get to 11 wins on a random streak is starting to feel a little real. Like, it would only take me 2 months and a little bit to get back into the competitive nature of being at, like, 81 wins. So, we're getting there. And, you know, they've been easy runs. There haven't been any Keeper or Lost runs. There's been a Lilith run that was a little tricky, but we made it through pretty easily. Oh, good, the mom transformation. We made it through pretty easily past, like, a relatively early spot in the game. And this one, with Boss Rush and the Hush done, 29 minutes. No problems there. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.